Today we're going to be making the Adios MotherF, the AMF. And in this video, you're going to learn something about acid. If you watch to the end, you're going to also... Don't you fucking dare. You're also... No. Put that... No. You put that down. Welcome to Comment Cocktails. Ian and Derek are going to make for you the Adios MotherF. Actually, Ian's going to make it. Derek's just going to talk really fast, really loud, and tell you what the recipe is.
Take your time. Okay. There's a lot of ingredients.
All right. So the AMF is what we're going to call it when you go to watch this video, because if I put Adios MotherF, I won't make any ad revenue, and that makes Derek a sad Derek, and Derek doesn't like to be sad. This is going to be a half ounce of the following ingredients, also known as 15 milliliters. Vodka, rum, tequila, gin, blue curacao. You need blue curacao. 2 ounces of sour mix, 2 ounces of lemon lime soda. So here it is. This is what you would call what would happen if a Long Island iced tea tasted better, right? So the AMF
what would
is.
Happen if 3 people drank this one night?
Yeah, there are stories. We used to make these things like religiously.
Lincoln, Dan, and Jen.
Why do you have to build behind everything? Why do you have to do that?
Because I don't have a good in-person presence, man. I think
We've been through this.
God, we're on the internet. You're not in person.
Well, it's kind of personal.
It's a fucking camera. No one's looking.
Hiding.
Yeah.
There's probably some history behind here. Let me just check.
One day at a college far, far away.
Yeah, nothing for history here. There's a different name for it. It's also called the Blue Motorcycle. That's my history. So
Good
you
job,
call it
buddy.
the Blue Motorcycle. It's a stupid name. Cocktail called the Blue Motorcycle, or a cocktail called the Adios MotherF. What do you think? This is an easy
One's going to get you ad
soda
revenue,
siphon.
one's not. That's what I think.
Yeah. Ad revenue. I could do a link to Amazon to affiliate link to buy one of these.
You should be able to get it within a month.
Yeah.
This is true. I've been getting some really slow ass fucking orders from Amazon. You know what's funny? If you use the coupon code ISOLATION to save 15% on awesomedrinks.com to buy bitter syrups and cocktail gear, you'll get it before Amazon gets you your shipment. Which I have never been able to say before. You know why? Because I don't sell toilet paper and hand sanitizer. That's right! That's all you have to do.
You can sell hand sanitizer.
Dude, I'd probably make actual money. If I can rank, I rank for hand sanitizer.
I will say, shake and strain all ingredients, except for the soda.
Yeah, don't shake that. 'Cause especially if you make it with this. Because this is real straight up. So the way I did this is an easy soda siphon. I have an easy whipper, which I use for cocktail infusions and frankly whipped cream, which is made for. The soda siphon, for this, I'm using syrups that I bought for my soda stream that I got rid of years ago because I really got annoyed having to buy all the cartridges for the soda stream. This one you can buy I bought like 24 of the little fucking carbonators for like cheap money.
Carbonators.
Yeah. Carbonators. Can anybody see what you're doing?
Oh, it's the blue drink. I love the color of that one.
See, it's a fantastic looking drink.
Glows in the dark,
It goes.
Unless you shut the lights off.
and then it doesn't.
No garnish really needed for this. If you want to, I would use a lemon wheel to just contrast it. I like how the carbonation isn't over full force because you let it sit and rest.
There you go.
He's a pro.
Did that on purpose.
So the story behind this is when we drink way too much sometimes, we get into this thing where we're like, hey, let's make Adios MotherF, and then we do it. And then what happens is we'll make 3 or 4 of them for different people, in one case 3. And as people are drinking it, they have to like fucking keep drinking and keep up with each other.
Yes, they all have to stay at the same height.
Right.
It's a waterfall? Oh,
So-
no. Different than a waterfall.
You put it down, and if one person's here and everybody puts them side by side, everybody has to get down at the same level. So the person who drinks faster causes everybody else to drink faster, but that person usually at the end goes, okay, I gotta slow down, and they're like, oh, now you're fucked, so I'm gonna drink faster.
Yep.
And then when they're done, they're like, let's do that again! And
You know what a waterfall is?
No.
Everybody starts drinking at the same time, and you have to go in order to, like, you can't stop drinking until I stop drinking. The person next to you can't stop drinking until you stop drinking.
that does not sound like a good idea.
You know, you have a lot of people go. You do it with beer. You don't do it with mixed drinks.
That's probably true, yeah. There's certain things you don't make for decisions.
And then you wake up the next morning and you are hurting. And Dan had to fly, and Lincoln had to work, and
Yeah.
I thought I had the flu.
Those are just poor life decisions.
Dan got on a flight with a massive hangover, thought he was gonna die.
Yep.
Our other buddy had to go to work, which was insane fun. And I didn't have to do shit, but I told them they're all fucked. And then Jennifer woke up, and it was the first time she thought she had the flu. And I'm like, no, you're drunk. So instead of saying, she's like, I think I got the flu. I got out my phone, and I'm like, Jalitha, Jennifer thinks she has the flu. She's like, oh, that's cute.
I was going to say, you've been drunk before. No.
Yeah,
she hadn't been drunk before.
Okay. I don't.
That drunk. Yeah, actually, I probably even had a bit.
You were drunk on your bachelor party.
Oh, no.
I can name many times that I've
I do remember that
been
explicitly.
drunk. Yeah.
Yes.
What's your worst drinking experience? Write it below. You have to.
3 quarters of handle of Jim Beam when I was 19.
Ugh.
Had to work for 13 hours the next day.
Oh, I think I remember you telling that
Yeah,
story.
I was a teller at no TB, so I'm staring at the little tiny screen trying to listen to people place their horse bets. I don't know how many times I puked that day. And everybody had been there at work, so they were just all making fun of me, and they were getting me soup and stuff, which was nice, but it was miserable.
Yes.
I haven't had. I mean, I had a not comfortable experience once. Like when I went to Game Developer Conference once. At night we had a party at Microsoft's facility. They had a party, and they had like drink tickets. So you get like 2 or 3 drink tickets. But I found out that you can make a Long Island iced tea with 1 ticket. So I'm like, why am I gonna buy like a fucking Bud? You can get a Long Island iced tea for the same value, right? So a couple of those later, I wasn't really even that drunk. Like I wasn't like drunk. Like I was in San Jose watching people who were way drunk. They were like thrown up on the tea thing, and it was like sliding around. But the problem was, like, I got up either the next morning, wasn't good, so I had to throw up. I ran to the bathroom, but my buddy Rob was in the bathroom taking a shit. So I got to the door, and I'm like, what the fuck do you do now?
Sink.
Sink. It was right there, because they outside the bathroom, because it's a hotel. Yeah, that was not good. He's like, what are you doing? That's me. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm like, I didn't know that was going to happen.
Those shots
What are
of
you doing?
1800 broke a window with my head.
Making lemonade. That's what. Oh, I did that once with a box of wine. I was drinking a box. This was in college. You remember my roommate Andy the last year? Andy Knapp and
We
Matt
weren't
Meyer.
No.
Do you,
But
do you remember these
that.
guys?
Yeah.
So I was drinking. I had like a Wednesday off. It was close to graduation, and I had like a box of Franzia for some reason. And I was just hanging out. I went outside. Me and Matt were throwing football around. I was toting the box of wine with me wherever I went. I was watching a movie. I
Never a good idea.
Man.
finished off the box, and then I got up, and I'm like, whoa! I was funny drunk, and I decided to like put my head through the wall, and I like carved out this big area in the apartment because I didn't want to stop for some reason.
You
And
try
then,
to damage things.
and then Andy came home, and he just saw sheetrock everywhere. He's like, what the fuck? And it was like right around a corner, so I'm like, pick my head out, and I'm like, clean it up. Then he just laughed at me.
It's always good when your friends can
funny.
laugh at you when they see wallboard.
That was like a funny bad drunk, but
Yeah. That's not very good. So before we move on, this drink,
I blame my first marriage on soju.
Soju?
I'm sure a lot of people can blame their first marriage on some kind of alcohol, especially if they have a second marriage.
There you go.
this doesn't taste that bad to me. Like, you don't like this?
I mean, it's better
It tastes
than
like
some things.
it just tastes like citrus soda
Yeah, it's awesome.
with a lot of
It
orange.
doesn't
to
have
it.
a lot of complexity to it to me.
No,
No.
no, this drink doesn't have
It
complexity.
seems like it would be really easy. Well, I understand
It's
Jen's
light.
situation.
It's
Yeah,
refreshing, right? It's light.
See, now you know my problem.
It's got that carbonation.
I don't.
It's with the last
It
drink
doesn't-
of the night.
I wouldn't say refreshing, but easy to drink. I would say.
I guess refreshing is also not the right thing to say,
Yeah.
but it is definitely light and easy to drink.
I can see where you'd want to keep drinking it because it's like one of those drinks when you
It's got a
drink
little
it and
salty
you're like
flavor
a
to
little
it.
thirsty after you drink it.
Yeah, that's that stuff. Like you get a little bit of ethanol creeping up, depending on. But if you do this as your first drink, you might taste a little bit more. But like as we've had a couple drinks, it kind of is so much different than a lot of the other vibrant drinks you get. Super.
Soda's pretty good.
I know, right?
You make good soda, buddy.
Yeah, I know. That's my new profession. I make fucking soda. My kids drink it in like a day.
Now they can actually call you a jerk. It won't be.
I
offensive.
am the original soda jerk. You gotta,
Yeah. You gotta jerk it.
Yeah.
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 The Generation X, buddy.
That's right.
I didn't have a Caribbean jerk wing.
Those are good.
Yeah.
I probably
I thought about ordering from Buffalo Wild Wings this week, and then I'm like, I'll be good. I gotta weigh it on Friday.
So, since we pretty much wasted your time, if you're still watching, we know you're
you.
diehard, right? Here's the deal.
Yes, it's the AMF.
AMF, Adios MotherF. This drink calls for sweet and sour mix. We used virgin lemonade because for this drink, it doesn't fucking matter. What you need is you need that citrus and you need that sour to give it like
some semblance of balance.
yeah. You need to give it some more of that body and like a full drink feel. Where if you just put syrup in there and booze, there's no balance.
Then you have a Long Island iced tea.
Yeah, pretty much. So the sour brings it and makes it a little bit more natural. A Long Island iced tea can have some sour mixed component to it with Coke, but it tends to be lemon forward. I chose citrus forward for 2 reasons, or fucking lemonade forward for 2 reasons, or limonade. I had it, and if I had Newman's Own lemonade, I would use that as well. But we had lime, and we had sugar, so we were going to make our own. And we're like, why would we do that when I already have this here, no high fructose corn syrup, it's perfect, fits the drink. Just need either a malic acid or a citric acid in there. I wouldn't go with an orange juice because I feel like that's not acidic enough.
Malic being the active acid in lime juice.
Lime juice and citric for...
Absorbic. Citric acid is not the citrus stuff. They swap.
No,
right?
but
So
citric acid tastes like lemons.
that's absorbic acid.
I thought
Citric acid's like a preservative.
Which one do I have upstairs? I have one of
The
those.
only reason I know
I probably
this
have all of those.
is because when I worked at the Moon,
I thought absorbic acid was apples.
one of the other bouncers I worked with was a chemical engineering major in college, and what he was doing is he was buying a bunch of citric acid in bulk, and he was using that as like
He
you
was
trade
the clean
stocks.
stuff.
No, like you trade stocks. He was buying in bulk and then selling out in smaller pieces.
Really?
So you know when you buy in bulk, it's cheaper.
You're right.
But not everybody needs barrels of citric acid.
You're right.
So he would buy a barrel and then portion out what he needed
But
to
who is he
resell.
selling it to?
Companies. He was basically a chemical reseller.
That's a
And that's why it sticks in my head that citric is not the citrus. It's not citrus acid. It's citric, which is different.
But citric acid is also like used for cleaning copper and cleaning anything really.
Yeah,
That's what
you-
we use for.
yeah,
Well, if we
it's
if we had a
It's
still.
a cleaning and absorbent.
You sure citric acid isn't in lemons? The moral of the story is this: for a drink like this, the sour component that you're using just needs to have some sort of acidic quality to it. I would prefer lime because I like the taste of lime, and lemon isn't as fun. Lime makes me think of like summer and daiquiris and stuff. So it tends to work well in this drink, especially with the lemon lime soda. But if you go lemon forward, or you go with the way we typically make a sour mix, which is going to be 1 lemon, 1 lime, 2 sugar. So an ounce of lemon, an ounce of lime, 2 ounces of sugar, something like that, depending how many volumes you need.
You add to ice cream as an emulsifying
Dash
agent
that
to keep
in
fats
there.
from separating, to caramel.
Science is happening in your face, isn't it? Also, did I
That's
say...
what you put on lemon heads, I think. Like sour.
Citric acid.
Citric acid, yeah.
Yeah, and same with Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, sour.
It's just fucking citric acid and like gummies.
But it's also a cleaning agent.
I use it
Yeah,
for
we
gummies.
use it to clean.
I have a bag of citric acid I use to clean shit. Maybe cocktail bitters. I don't know. I've used it for other stuff too, but it's fun stuff. Science is awesome, and cocktails is just science. That's it.
Absorbic acid is vitamin C.
That's not what I thought it was.
You thought it was citric.
No. Vitamin C would be those.
Oranges.
Yeah, but I thought absorbic was apples. That might be ascorbic. There's an ascorbic, isn't there?
Anyway.
Fuck it.
This is ascorbic acid. Yeah, why did that respell on me?
I learned something once, and I remembered it. I'm happy. Sidebar, there's going to be more videos for you, stuff that involves cocktails and cool stuff. You know what? Just because one of those is going to be my videos on acids.
Maybe there's no absorbic acid. Maybe it's abscorbic.
Okay.
I just always mispronounced it.
It's ascorbic.
Ascorbic. Ascorbic.
Yeah, I know. I have a video.
I think I've always called it abscorbic. Absorbic.
Yeah. I
No.
thought there was an absorbent.
No.
Ascorbic. Yeah.
I have a video on acid, for Christ's sake.
Awesome.
Watch it.
No. End this video, damn it.
AwesomeDrinks.com, bartender store, kit below. That's it, my friends. We're teaching you how to drink.